Hi everyone. Okay, so I am live on Instagram and Facebook all at once. All right. So this is going to be interesting. Hi Ushma. Okay, so I've been feeling into these lives every day. Hi Lewis. And it's been interesting to observe within myself as to what I needed to do, because I started off with saying I want to do 5 minutes of just being in silence and helping you come to the frequency where your immune system balances. By the way, I'm Charan Surdhar and I'm an epigeneticist, and I help you create miracles from the DNA out. Always have to remember to introduce myself. Now, so I started off with those 5 minutes, but as I began to do those, what happened is that I felt like there was something else that needed to be shared. And so I just followed my intuition on that. And so today, what happened was that I was in the kitchen and I was feeling into just feeling and being. And what happened was I just thought of Wayne Dyer, and then the Tao came to me with regards to thinking about the Tao. And then what came to me was how the Tao and what I do or don't do, should I say, with my work, with my clients, fits in so perfectly with epigenetics. And so I just, it felt like so perfect to be able to share that. So what I plan to do is every day, if I can, unless it's the weekend, we'll see. But to come on just for 15 minutes or so and just talk about one of the lessons of the Tao, from the Tao, and how that connects to science, and then we implement it. How do we do that? Well, we go into silence and we become the frequency of the Tao. And so when we do that, then that increases our immune system. It gets us out of the fight flight, and that's how the immune system improves. But also on another level, it actually allows us to access the truth of our being. And so what if that could be, the opportunity we have right now with the lockdown and all of that is to go internal. And so what if this is an opportunity for us to all get together every day and whenever I can to connect to that and be that? Isn't that wouldn't that be just wonderful and magical? So we're going to do that. Hey, Fleur. So we're going to do that. And I wanted to start off with, I thought this was really appropriate. It's a story that Wayne Dyer was talking about in one of his videos, and I found it online. And it's the story of, it goes along with this quote. Okay. If you want to escape the cage, you must die while you are alive. Okay, now, disclaimer, that does not mean killing yourself or any of that stuff. It doesn't. There is a deeper meaning to that, and it's about coming alive even more. So there was a story that he actually told. So I'm going to read you the story. A traveler from India went to Africa to acquire some local products and animals. And while in the jungle, he saw thousands of beautiful multicolored talking parrots. And he decided to capture a talking parrot and take it back as a pet. At home, he kept his parrot in a cage and fed him wonderful seeds and honey, played him music, and generally treated him well. When it was time for the man to return to Africa 2 years later, he asked his parrot if there was any message he could deliver to the parrot's friends back in the jungle. And the parrot told his master to say that he was very happy in his cage and that he was enjoying each day and to convey his love. So when the traveler arrived back in Africa, he delivered the message to the parrots in the jungle. And just as he finished his story, a parrot with tears welling up in his eyes fell over dead. The man was alarmed and decided that the parrot must have been very close to the parrot in the cage, and that was the reason for his sadness and demise. When the traveler returned to India, he told his pet what had happened. As he finished his story, the pet parrot's eyes welled up with tears, and he kneeled over, dead in his cage. The man was astounded, but figured that his pet died from the despair of hearing of the death of his close friend back in the jungle. And the trader opened up the cage and tossed the dead bird outside onto the trash heap. Immediately, his pet parrot flew up to a branch on the tree outside. The trader said to him, "So you're not dead after all? Why did you do that?" The parrot answered, "Because that bird back in Africa sent me a very important message." "What was the message?" the trader inquired impatiently. "He told me," okay, this is the punchline. "He told me that if you want to escape from your cage, you must die while you are alive." Isn't that beautiful? So it goes along with the quote that I just said was, if you want to escape the cage, you must die while you're alive. And as I said, there's a disclaimer. It doesn't mean to kill yourself. It means to come alive and recognize that you are not this body. You are not this life. You are more than that. And there's a power inside that's just waiting to fly. And for you to be just free internally. And I think this story is so poignant right now because we're all inside our houses. And we have to recognize that we are not this. There is so much more of us. So can we awaken to that? Give me some hearts, whatever you need to do to tell me that you enjoyed that story. Okay, so I am going to be going through this book as we go through the Tao and epigenetics. So I think we'll leave it at that for today because I want to make these real short. And then do the 5 minutes now and implement that. But tomorrow I will come back and then we'll go through the first verse of the Tao, and then we'll talk about how science matches up to that. And how it all, because my thing is really bringing ancient wisdom, science, and spirituality together. And I feel this feels right at the moment. So, okay. So thank you for the hearts. So what we're going to do right now is to do the 5 minutes. And I just request you to pick something that you're feeling uncomfortable about right now that's kind of got you in a cage. And from 0 to 10, 10 being the highest number, and just pop in the numbers of where you're at right now. So 0 to 10, thank you for the hearts. Okay, so we've got a 7, an 8, a 6, 6, another 6. Okay, great. So let's begin. So I'm just going to ask you to just close your eyes and just let your mind do whatever it needs to do. You're not here to control it. You're not here to do anything. Okay, so yeah, so just close your eyes and let's begin. This is us entering the frequency of the Tao. There's no words here. And so your cells begin to match up to that frequency. Okay, we're not finished yet, but I want you to put the numbers in of where you, or just make a mental note of where you're at right now. And now let's continue. Okay. So just become aware. Gently open your eyes. And now become aware of where you are, where it is now. I see that cat, you already said you were at 1. You were at 1. Where are you at? Okay, that's great. 7232822. That's great. So you can always listen to the replay and get down to 6 from 4 from a 6. Okay. So just listen to the replay and use that. And on Facebook, we have got 6 down to 4, 8 down to 5. Yeah, so just keep listening, listen to the replay and use that. So thank you all for being here again. This energy will continue to move and shift. Just because we finished doesn't mean it will stop. It's who you are. Okay, that's the Tao. It's who you are. All right. Blessings, my friends. And I shall see you again tomorrow. And remember, you're more than your body. You're more than what this is. You're not in a cage. You are free. You are amazing. And there's more to you than meets the eye. Okay, take care.